And we are back again here at the 51st Can-Am Rugby Tournament, Saranac, Lake Placid, spectacular setting with the Adirondacks. Greg Gilliam here in the booth with me. I'm Matt McCarthy, and Greg, we have a great match ahead of us.
This is going to be an awesome one. This matchup actually was played on Friday afternoon, and it resulted in a 5-5 draw. So now we're going to find out who wins here.
And who are our combatants, Greg?
In the purple, we have the Old Girls. This group of players has been known by various names throughout the history of the tournament. But they are the Old Girls this weekend, and they're playing the Old Love. Used to be the Vegas Love, now they're the Old Love. Their motto is, everyone gets a cookie.
And they're chock full of New York Rugby Club
New York Rugby Club veterans, some people who have been recruited for the special event that's this weekend.
And full disclosure, fans at home, Greg and I are both members of the New York Rugby Club, so we will try not to let our bias show as much as possible. To hell with that.
And if you really want to get into full disclosure, the scrum half for the Old Love, the white team, that's my wife.
Sarge.
That's
right.
Yes. She's got the ball right now, and she's probably well into halfway through her expected playing time.
Yeah, but, who's going to question somebody named Sarge?
Exactly.
Right? You know better than anybody. As we have our first put in by Sarge, Tracy.
Yep.
Cushing.
Tracy Cushing Gilliam, yes.
Right. And
Kat Sum is the referee. She's going to reset. Again, tournament rugby like this, we're going to make sure is that the scrums are safe, so we're going to reset them once or twice to make sure everyone's lined up.
Is there a limit on the times that you'll reset?
Not in this tournament. Most tournaments, you're going to do one reset, and after that, you're going to blame somebody if you have to restart.
And it's a free kick called if that's the case?
Depending on how angry you are or who's heckling the ref. Yeah, usually it's a free kick.
All right, here we go.
It's actually a stable scrum.
Ball's
terrible pass in the scrum half. Terrible pass.
Not what you want to do in your own end. And taken by the Old Girls, and they spill it, but it went backwards, and there's a good kick, a little fly hack kick. Does it find touch?
Ooh,
it does.
See who took that out.
Interesting call. Let's see. We have a big monitor here too this
yes,
time.
we do.
How about them apples? And it looks like it's going to go the way of the Old Love.
Nice.
Well, you can't say nice because we're not biased.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Come on. We just went through that. You saw it in the manual.
I was, to be honest with you, I was texting at the time.
He was sound asleep in the meeting. All right. Here's our first line out of the day, and you can see the opposition is ready there, hands in the air. And that's, the simplest deterrent is just something like that. Your biggest player with their hands in the air trying to block that channel and does just that. Doesn't even, it looks like it was thrown to 77.
And taken out by 77. We'll do it again. If you can't tell on TV, it is kind of nice steady rain here at Petrova Middle School here in Saranac Lake. The cool thing about this, both teams are going to have to deal with this wet, slippery ball.
And they're going to have to deal with Julie Conrad, the number 3, right here. She got it again? Almost.
Michelle Bruce threw that in nice and high that time. That worked out. At least the throw did. Maybe
that's
going to
that's going to be something we're going to have to watch.
Yeah.
Not using the traditional rugby numbers by position, if you haven't guessed. But they are unique numbers to each player. A little dummy and a keep and a carry to the turf for Old Love, and they earn the penalty. Not rolling away on the tackle. You can't hold on to the ball carrier when they're on the ground. You have to make an attempt to roll away or act like you're rolling away.
You can see the Old Love player there helping her up.
Yeah.
She just kind of got trapped in there and trapped in the ball. Unfortunately, that's strict liability. If you're on the wrong side of the ball and you're not allowing the contest to unfold, then yeah, it's unfortunate. But this is going to be kind of key. Got to find touch there. A little bit of a mistake. No, not a little bit of a mistake. That's a mistake.
That's a mistake, and any mistake is unforgivable here.
That's right.
Forget the rain.
Tournament rugby. Everyone's going to make mistakes. It's who can make the least of them and who can capitalize on your opponent's mistake. That's going to be the theme of the day.
It's Conrad with a big carry pushing the pile. and presenting the ball. Textbook rugby from number 77 so far, but there's a knock on.
No, it went back. Play on.
Oh, I don't know about that one, but you know what? You're on two sides here. You're on the side of the Old Love and the referees. So you are not hiding anything, Greg Gilliam. As the old girls test the outside, that purple wave still on their feet, pushing toward the try zone, at least to the 22 of Old Love. Here come the old girls trying the corner, and the corner is there. And our first try of the match under the post is going to go to the old girls. Wow.
Great job on keeping their width there in that third phase attack. They had a nice breakthrough, got into the second tier of the defense, and they were nice and wide. So when that ball came out quickly, the defense didn't have a chance to reorganize, and they did a really good job of exploiting the width on the far side of the field. Actually, well-organized try there.
I wish you could see the inside of the studio because we actually have a huge monitor showing us stuff while we're watching the game live from the little press box here. Very charming thing. And we also have Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd playing on another screen that I keep looking at, and that's because Brian Sheehy is trying to screw with us, and he's doing a good job.
Brian set up a video calibration system which allows us to test our eyes near and far.
Yeah.
We just happen to be using Looney Tunes to make that happen.
I'm going to start broadcasting as Elmer Fudd in a minute. Who looks more like Elmer Fudd, me or you?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah. We'll get back to that later as the conversion was.
Yep.
And it's 7-zip as the conversion was good. If Greg's mic blanked out on you. But again, 51st tournament. I know it's pouring rain, but we have a decent forecast for the rest of the day. So it's just these teams that are taking one for the tournament in a sense. But also at the same time, I like playing in these conditions because the ground is softer. It's cooler temperature.
Yep.
You know, we had some serious heat and bright sunshine on some of the pitches over the course of these 3 days. And this grass holds up, so it's not like it's going to be a mud bowl either.
Yeah, no, the grass historically has held up well here. You
can tell I've been drinking the Kool-Aid.
It's just the slippery ball. Again, these are tournament balls. They've been used now for 2 days, or this is their third day. So with the moisture, handling becomes an issue.
You just took an excuse way up a notch.
I did.
Yeah.
The sun's my eyes.
The ball manufacturers will be contacting you for slander. But you're a lawyer, so you can handle it. Oh, there's a good collision in contact. They retain the ball, but now ultimately it's turned over in a penalty. Walk us through the penalty, Greg.
Yep, Cat Som, the referee, called the old girls for holding on there. What the referee is looking for at a breakdown, the first thing that has to happen is the tackler must release, and then second thing that must happen is the ball carrier must release the ball. And in that instance, judgment of the referee, the ball carrier didn't release the ball. White got there first and was able to stay on their feet, jackal for the ball, and win the penalty. They actually kicked for touch here, gain touch. They actually have a good attacking position as the rain kind of...
It's bouncing upwards now off the bleachers.
Steps up a little bit.
I tell you again, I love it.
This will be a nice test to see what the Old Love can do in this, just outside the 22.
This is old-time rugby.
This is old-time rugby.
It's not that field turf stuff that you punks play.
Synthetic grass.
Yeah. Ruin your washer and dryer with pellets.
Yes.
All right, ball is in. Goes quick on the short side. Did they catch it?
Got an advantage to White.
Okay, so it worked out for Old Love either way. Again, it's a knock-on against Purple, which is Old Girls, the Old Girls.
Old Girls are Grapple. The Old Love are in White.
More traditional kit, so to speak. And
as long as I've been coming to this tournament, the Old Girls, or whatever name they call themselves, they've always been in purple. And the Old Love, this is their kit they probably had out in Vegas. 1999 or something like that.
I'm going to get hit on Reddit for this because I'm going to go against my club, New York Rugby Club. In a way, I like the purple. Because it's going to be the Dickens to get the grass stains out of these white jerseys.
Did you just say the Dickens?
I did.
Yeah, all right.
It's overseas. That's a challenge.
Good ruck right there by 7. Who was that? Michelle Bruce? I couldn't tell.
It might have been Michelle, but don't call me Bruce.
You got it.
We're here again. Is this thing on? All right, that's a good tackle in contact again. A little caterpillar off the ruck.
Old girls are having some good support. Terrible pass by the
I don't know
scrum
who
half.
threw that pass, but
Terrible.
gosh, I'd give her
Just killed the whole momentum they had.
That was Greg's wife that threw that pass for the folks at home that are just joining us.
That's a good steal. Should be a good steal. Knock on by Purple. Yeah.
So what's your quick assessment of this match so far?
Again, mistakes and who can take advantage of them. We saw White have a penalty. It looked like they had some momentum about, 3 or 4 minutes ago, but they couldn't find touch with a kick. Now we've seen 2 Purple knock-ons by the old girls. We've seen 2 of those in relative succession, so what was going to be a pretty good counterattack is now got the old Love set up for a midfield scrum deep inside old girl territory.
And as far as set pieces go, it seems as though the old girls have an advantage in size at least.
It seems that way. Right there's a nice shove. But to your point.
A little hesitancy on getting that pass out there, but now on the outside, here goes number 61, taking it to the ground. Old girls looking for a couple of phases, put it together. There's 81. Brittany Vago. Now across midfield. Are they going to get a nice little fake there. On the outside, the ball's lost, but it's lost backwards, so play on. Purple can get it, and they do. Do they have the numbers in support? They do as well. I mean, they're right there following the chase there. That's kudos to the old girls. We got our lineups now. Well, now we can start cooking with oil. Thanks to Brian Sheehy, we have our old Love lineup now, and to go along with the Elmer Fudd cartoon. On the outside, trying to find a corner. No corner to be found. 83 cuts it back inside.
Beth Black, right?
It is indeed. So that's a smart, savvy way. You got nothing, take it back to the pack.
Yep. They weren't wide that time, the old girls. They weren't wide. Here they got some width. They've got some width. Can they get the ball out and exploit the space? Yes. That is an excellent run. That's Julie.
That's Julie Tornado.
Yep.
We're reading handwritten lineups, ladies and gentlemen. And there's a try or no. Did they get the try? Yes, they did.
Is that Dana?
I don't know. We'll see if we get a replay.
Once again, old girls using that width. There's kind of a pile there in the middle of the field. They get the ball out, and they got players wide, and it's just simple hand movements. You got to keep them simple on a day like this as the rate comes down. But they did a really good job of keeping the defense stretched and then exploiting the space. A couple of offloads, and boom, they're in for the second score.
Boom. I was waiting for the replay, but I forgot we don't have replay.
Oh, I saw it all. It's fine. I got it in my mind.
Well, your nickname is Greg Replay Gilliam.
That's right.
Attorney at law. You need a crime replayed? Yes. Go to Greg Gilliam.
Dum dum.
Ladies and gentlemen, do us a favor and share this live streaming feed. If you can't find the link on Good Guy Productions, go to the Rugby Wrap-Up Facebook page, and you will find the link to watch these matches. And share. Please share.
What was that Facebook page again?
That's Rugby Wrap-Up's Facebook page for Good Guy Productions. And if you can't find it on Good Guy Productions, check it out. So there's more than one way to find it is the point. And share it. Let people know that these matches on Championship Sunday are being broadcast live into your very living room, bedroom, kitchen, or basement.
To your favorite device.
And for free. For free.
That's my second favorite 4-letter F word.
Free?
Yes.
Okay, we'll let the audience collect that and decide what your first favorite 4-letter word. I've said
it's fair.
Food.
It's fair, of course.
But it was food.
Oh, food's up there.
What? You don't even know what you're talking about. As we get back to the game action, more importantly, the old girls with a 12-0 lead right now and possession of the ball.
And a nice run. Nice breakthrough there.
Right up the middle. And she's got some support. And going in for another try, perhaps.
That Beth?
Yes, there's another try for the old girls.
Yeah.
Was that Beth Black, Greg?
That was Beth Black getting the offload there. It was, again, we talked earlier about the old girls using the width of the field. This was just a simple, hey, find the gap, run at arms, or what we like to call tree limbs and not tree trunks, run at tree limbs, and ask the question of the defender, hey, can you tackle me? In this case, the answer was a resounding no.
Yeah, you don't want those. You don't want to rely on arm tackles.
Right. So that was just a nice punch up the middle, good breakthrough, nice offload to Beth Black, who's shown some great pace in this first half. And yeah, the old love don't have an answer.
You know, Greg, I played on Friday for the Connecticut Gray in one of the over 35 divisions.
Right.
And
are we allowed to say?
It was one of the over 35 divisions.
No, did you really play?
Well, I was going to say I didn't want to risk anything with any silly attempts at arm tackles, so I just didn't tackle.
Fair.
Right.
Right. You were one of those guys that thought it was tag or something?
Well, I don't want that. I don't want my team to be led down the wrong road thinking I'm going to try to throw an arm tackle.
Fair enough. Yeah.
All right, the conversion is up. That looks good. Oh, it just shoots wide, but a nice effort on that conversion. And we've seen some spotty conversion attempts in some of these matches throughout the course of this tournament.
Yeah.
Especially in the higher age groups. When you see a guy trying to do a drop kick on a conversion from an angle, you're like, okay.
Yeah. You see Pat out there, she's 1 for 3 on her conversion kicks, but to be fair, one of my favorite four-letter F words, she's had the rain in her. The elements have not been that great.
Yeah.
No, the angles have been not that great.
That was a great attempt. And that had the distance. Just a little went across the face of the posts. But now Old Love will get us restarted in the second half. That if you're looking at the scoreboard in the stadium and it says 10 minutes, ignore that. That's not correct. The only time that is official is on the referee's wristwatch.
Which if I started my watch when she did, we have about 8:20 remaining in the first half.
He's so efficient, ladies and gentlemen. It's scary. As the old girls in purple
that ball's
cough up the ball and turn it over, and this could be an opportunity here for the Old Love to get back in the match.
These are the kinds of things where the Old Love have to take advantage of it, especially down 17-0, if I can state the obvious. But they've had opportunities down here before in this area of the pitch, thanks to the Old Girls' handling errors, the knock-ons. They have to be able to take advantage of this. However, the Old Girls' scrum is proved challenging.
Is it proved or proven?
Proven to be challenging, yes.
Or proved? Can you get away with? You can probably get away with it.
Can I call a friend, ask a friend?
No. Back to the game action, more importantly, again. And there's a knock-on by Old Love just when you thought they might have some momentum going. That's frustrating, Greg.
It is. That should have been a penalty to the Old Love. 82 came unbound early before the ball was out. That should have been a penalty, but ref didn't see it. So now we turn it over because of the knock-on. And again, another wasted opportunity for the Old Love.
All right, well, we'll see what is in store for Old Love with this opportunity now. And if you're the defense of the Old Girl, of Old Love, I beg your pardon, you know that they're going to try to run it right up the middle of the field.
There goes pace again. Good offload, and they've got width.
Turn the corner and maybe pushed into touch. No. Well done to stay in play, keep the ball alive on the wing out there. And there's no number on the back of her shirt, so we can't give her any credit for it, unfortunately. But in the meantime, her teammates plod on and have control of the ball, do the Old Girls. And there's number 81.
Yeah. Pick which one. There's two 81s out there. So yeah,
all right. Okay, we got two 81s out there. There's one of the other 81s. To Beth Black, who does a nice show and go.
This is a great example of sitting down or sticking the outside defender. And then it was an overload. She created a lot of space. The ball handling lacks something to be desired.
But they were playing with house money. It was a penalty called, so it was a penalty advantage.
Yeah.
So that little flare won't cost them.
It was just a great example of how to pin that outside defender and then use the offload to get the ball into space.
All right. They're not going to kick into touch and take a line up. They're going to ram the ball forward, and why not when you have the likes of number 86.
Oh, turnover. Here we go.
And there was indeed a turnover in contact. And fighting with the ball, Old Love. Number 15 takes it to the ground. Now we
see this. Oh, nice little break.
You want to play it out of your own end. Do you want to kick it, Greg, or you just want to hold on to it and get it out? Oh, you're not going to do it that way. Ball spills out of the hands of an Old Love ball carrier. Ashley Hansen into touch.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a scrum down to Old Girls. I do prefer the white numbers on the purple jerseys as opposed to the black numbers. It's much easier to read the white ones. And they're not big Minnesota Viking fans, from what I can tell.
Having a little bit of a conversation here with the referee and the assistant referee. She took time off, so I'm going to take time off.
What are these discussions typically?
So generally, you're using it to try to calm things down and make sure that, hey, we're playing things the right way. This came in from the far side AR, which can be one of two things. It can be he saw something and is reporting it, foul play, and so the referee takes time to tell both captains, hey, let's keep it clean. And so that's what it looks like he did. He called in a high tackle. Referee had to work with both captains saying, hey, look, this is unacceptable.
How many phases back are you going to go?
If it's foul play, there is no limit. You go back until the referee sees the flag up.
No limit?
No limit. On foul play is foul play. The idea behind penalizing foul play, and most penalties, quite frankly, is you want to change behavior. And if you're going to let it go, then you're not going to get the behavior
Well,
change
I think
anymore.
human error, you can miss one once in a while and not go back 14 phases.
Yeah. So again, it depends on the severity of it. If you catch someone stomping on somebody in a ruck, you're definitely going to get that in. And it's worth noting, too, that right now the assistant referee is not mic'd or not communicating via microphone with the referee, so we have to rely on a lot of...
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. I'll give you that.
Yeah, thanks,
you one out.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
But again, another mistake. And we go into halftime.
All right, we're going to halftime with Old Girls leading Old Love 17-zip. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
So we're halfway through this match, up to about women's over 35. Old Girls, a couple tries so far, conversions. 3 tries, 1 conversion, 17. Although we know you're coming back second half. Hyenas against Alicia, that'll be our next matchup. That is the over 35 men's championship. Like I said, we've got some other teams that have been playing forward and rolling through to make it to their main field. About since 8 o'clock this morning playing this amazing aerobatic mother. We're glad you guys are here though. Hey, you get to experience a little yesterday. 90 degrees and dry. And today we're softening up the fields for the championship. I found a solution. I do right now. As we mentioned, we have those other matches going on in the other fields. You can kind of see in our live stream. But yeah, there are matches going on. On field 1 and field 2. They're trying to play into the championship. I believe that must be the Reds over there. I think they were playing the match this morning. But here, on the championship field, we're ready to go. We've got...
She's not. She's been great, and we apologize to everybody affiliated or related to Brooke.
She talks a lot. I noticed that.
Yeah, so do we.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. So in the meantime, let's talk through this. We've got Old Love in white getting us restarted in this second half. They trail 17-0 to the Old Girls in purple, Greg.
Yeah. So far, the difference in the game, both sides have made mistakes, ball handling errors at the same time, slippery ball, stuff like that. But it's been, quite frankly, for the Old Girls, it's been Beth Black and her injection of pace at the right time has really kind of made the difference in this game. It's been the key difference so far, in my estimation.
Well, I want to point out, if Sarah Denyer doesn't pick up her work rate a little bit for the Old Love, I mean, they're not going to have a shot.
And that's, quite frankly, what I was saying with Beth. She's got around the outside a few times, and that's where the old girls, appeared to be a little bit weak as we watched that penalty for not rolling away. In the middle there is Maureen Conroy, also known as Mo the Toe or Yellow Card Mo.
Right. And there's only so much a Jenna Busman or any of these other players like a Jessa Giordano can do unless Denyer gets her act together.
That's true.
Right?
They're going to need defense on the wings. They're going to need some pace on the wings. So like for example, if people like Sarah Denyer don't pick it up, it's going to be a long day.
Indeed. Well said. Well said, Greg Gilliam. Matt McCarthy with Greg Gilliam here at the 51st Can-Ams, and this is the women's over 35 division. These players know each other well. They know the opposition well. They know this tournament very well. And they can play some rugby. And turning the corner now, or attempting to turn the corner, but a good tackle, good defense.
That's what was needed.
That's what you need right there. Was that Giordano on the tackle there, number 4?
Oh, no, that player was moving way too fast to be Jessa Giordano.
Well, they got to, my bad. There's
a couple number 4s out there, so I understand the mistake, but that definitely wasn't Jessa.
Yeah, that was Benton, I believe. Amanda Benton with the nice defense out there. Yeah, to be clear, it certainly wasn't Giordano.
No.
Right. But
we got a key line out here. The rain has kind of slackened, and so can they execute the line out? And the answer is no.
The answer is nil. No. Zero.
First knock on by Grapel there, so we're going to have a scrum white.
And Grapel again for the folks that might be tuning in.
That's the Old Girls. Yes, Old Love is in white. The Old Girls are in purple / Grapel. And probably between these two teams, Matt, we're looking at probably, an average of 10, 15 years of Saranac experience. You look across there's a lot of familiar faces, a lot of players who have been here.
Indeed. We've seen these players for a long time, you know.
Yeah.
And it's great to see them back. And that's the beauty of this tournament. And wait a minute. Hold the phone.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
The rain is no longer bouncing up back into the city.
You had to say it. Well, no one was going to talk about it, and we were going to have a nice day.
We are going to have a nice day. Yeah, it's already a nice day.
Watch, this is a good pickup here.
On the
Nice
outside,
offload. Oh, look at that. Great offload by number 9 there, Tracy Cushing-Gilliam. Great counter ruck. Oh, some good rucking there.
And suddenly playing with some forward momentum, some forward progress.
You cannot harass the scrum half anymore. So back when these guys were all playing, 10 years ago when they were playing in the Premier Women's Division, you could probably get away with that. But once the scrum half goes in to dig for the ball, it's hands off now for defenders.
And Maureen's in there, too. She's got she's turning the tide as well.
So far, it's go forward ball by White, which is exactly what they need. Keep it simple. Maybe some better passing from the scrum half.
Cushing-Gilliam is killing off the breakdown.
Yep. That was not a good ball there.
Oh, my. And here come the old girls imparting their will. Maybe looking for a kick. Nope. Keeping it. Well done. Taking it to the ground. A veteran, savvy move. Oh! But it looked like the ball was electrified.
Yep.
The way it popped out of the hands there, and that's a knock-on.
Yeah, and then you got to take advantage of these opportunities now. So they're again, we've seen this in the first half. Old Love inside Old Girl territory with a scrum, a good attacking position. Can they take advantage of it? So far, the Old Girls have been up to the task of defending with the help of a few knock-ons.
With a few not, but you take what you get, right?
That's right.
And the Old Girls have a 17-0 lead. As we see in the background, some of the players from our next match getting loose. That's the 11 a.m. kickoff in the men's over 35 between the Eastside Hyenas and Elysium. The Eastside Hyenas always a fun team because you can't tell what their numbers are because it's like pineapple, infinity.
I was roughing him yesterday, and I had to ask one guy what the hell his thing was. Ham bone is what it was, what I learned. So, yeah.
Of course.
I penalized ham bone.
Ham bone. All right, in the meantime, right in front of us here in the booth, the Old Girls plodding on. They have the lead. They're killing that clock. Doing a good job.
Tackle.
Good tackle there from number 15.
Can they defend it wide? Good job. This is the second time, Ashley, Old Love, number 1. Second time she has made a good stick on the outside, and that's what they need.
And they need some points.
Points will help.
Points will help. And the clock is not in favor of Old Love. It's certainly in favor of the Old Girls, and they have earned every minute of that.
I have 15 minutes remaining on my watch.
Again, as Greg may think his is the official time, it is not. The
not
official
official.
time is on the watch of the referee. As the throw-in comes in from number 7, Brava.
Yep. Poor throw in by Michelle Bruce there. Got to get it higher over the 77 for the Old Girls. Who's been, was it Brava? Is that her name? She's been a menace, but there she just kind of knocked it on. So we have a knock on in the line out. We should have a scrum 15.
Were you speaking of the Old Girls player, number 77?
Yeah.
That is Julie Conrad.
Oh, good. Thank you for correcting me.
We
Julie
got,
Conrad. She's been a menace. This should be a scrum 15, but we're going to do a scrum 5 because why not?
All right, well, enlighten us.
Well, it was a knock-on in the line-out, right? You saw Julie sit there and try to defend the ball. She successfully got in the way of the ball, but she knocked it forward. She was part of the line-out, so by law it should be a scrum 15.
There you have it. Greg Gilliam poking holes in the boat of his fellow referee as that pass goes backwards off the shoulder, so play on. It's not a knock forward. And let's see. Oh, now you're not going to make
That's a knock
anything
forward.
with that. That look like me receiving a pass out there. Fortunately, on Friday, playing in the over 35-ish divisions, the players know me well enough not to pass to me.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
So I didn't have that kind of moment.
Exactly. The
And the other team, though, did notice me out there and kicked the ball to me.
Of course.
Yeah. Those dirty names.
Got to find that weak link, right?
Thanks for the backup there, Brozilla.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah. You're off the Christmas card list.
Here we go.
Tap in from the old girls. In the purple.
Great attacking position here.
And they really don't have, they just have to set and lock, right? They don't have to move. They can control it, really. And that's what they've been doing in the set pieces. Little pass attempt off the ground, but held on to by the old girls. Nowhere to go. Smart to cut back in. That's Beth Black. She's having herself a great match. So who's your early odds-on favorite as player of the match, Greg?
That's got to be Beth Black. She's, like I said, she injected that pace.
But what about Julie Conrad?
Julie's been, a nice, like I said, a nice menace. I don't think she's out there right now. It's a key turnover, and New York actually has numbers. New York, Old Love actually has numbers.
Oh, Freudian slip there.
Yeah.
Your NYRC is showing.
And we're going to come back and play the advantage for the old girl knock-on.
All right, they might be looking for some subs, the old girls. There goes number 2 is coming out. Katie McCallan going out. There's somebody coming in without a jersey. That's going to be a number 8, so we know that that's not the number 8 that we have on paper.
Yeah, it's always helpful to the announcing team and the referees when players change jerseys mid-game.
Yep. So one number 8 coming out for a number 8. One number 8 is Katie, the Animal Brothel. And the other, we're not sure who the other number 8 is, so apologies.
That's an interesting pass.
All right, picked up and kicked. Okay, a little helicopter that is enough trouble for the old girls to knock on, it looked like to me, but no, play on. Taking it to the ground, the red, white, and blue Old Glory cap. Oh, rambling forward, but a good defense.
Nice tackle.
Good stick there. From Dromgood. Apologies on some of the name pronunciations. We're reading pencil script lineups. With a spot of rain here and there. Oh, well done to hold on to that. That was a tough pass to handle.
Good offload. And again, old girls finding the edge.
And especially in these conditions, holding on to that ball. That's good stuff. It's the simple things. Oh, and again, broadcaster's curse.
Yep.
And there's a knock from the old girls. It'll be a scrum down to Old Love. At the very least, they want to get in the try zone.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think they would get ready to set the scrum with a sense of urgency because they need some points. And by my estimation, they have about 10 minutes remaining. But you got to get that first one in.
And I don't know if you can see this on the sideline. We have a cutout of tournament director Cam Moody, who is not here. He is serving. He is deployed in Africa. He is listening to this live stream. He put this all together. He's 7 hours ahead of us. He's defending us. He's working for our country. And Cam, we miss you. We love you. And we're trying to take as many shots as we can with your cutout.
Miss you, Cam.
You look a little sunburned in the cutout, by the way, Cam. And there it is on the screen. You're looking at it right there. There he is.
High tackle by Love.
There's a little hug for Cam. Cam Moody, ladies and gentlemen. Army National Guard deployed in Africa right now. He's in a camo tent a desert camo tent listening to this, Greg.
Why don't you just give them the broadcast the GPS coordinates? Jeez. It's classified where he is.
I said he's in Antarctica.
Everybody knows that.
But you could find him in Antarctica.
Oh, again, they had the corner, just couldn't execute.
And that's
a scrum to Old Love, or now they're going to do a line out, I think. They had a choice there.
Why bother with the line out? Just take the scrum. If you have the option right now, you'd be dominating.
Based on past success rate, it seems right.
Uh-oh. We now have a mist. It's a mist, so...
You keep jinxing us.
Noah just floated by earlier, but now we have a misty rain.
Let's see if that aids in the execution of this line out for the Old Love.
I think the sun's trying to...
Oh, man, you're just all over these jinxes.
All right, here's the line out. Throw in from Old Love. Spoiled.
Again,
by the Old Girls, who have the ball and the lead, 17-0. We're late in the second half. Can-Am tournament, the 51st of this glorious tournament. And what a history it's been. And we're making more right now live on this live stream, right to your very home or wherever you are. You can be watching this on any device. Remarkable.
knock on there. It's going to be an Old Girls scrum deep in their own territory.
There we go.
You know, there are, the little victories. If they could come up with a nice stand here and keep the Old Girls out of the try zone, that would be, something to put a feather in the cap, right? They're all playing with pride as well. They're competitors. Nobody out here comes here to lose. We come to win.
If, and you're right, if they can do it. But if I had to make you bet on something, what do you think is going to happen here?
I think they're going to hold them off.
Okay.
Okay?
How much?
Because I know we have to face all of them later.
That's fair.
And you should talk. You're
how
married to one of them.
I know, but that's why I'm already getting my butt kicked.
Oh.
I mean, there's no.
Oh, you're on your own, kid.
There's no upside for me.
You're on your own. The Old Girls are much nicer and more forgiving than Old Love. And what did they do? Well, they held off for now.
We said $50, right?
I said a toonie, which is 2 loonies Canadian. It's their $2 coin. And if you don't have one, it's a fine.
Nice width on the Old Girl formation here, or at least set up, if they can execute.
This would be the old nail in the coffin try if they can get this one. That might have been obstruction, no? Following number 81, putting your hand on her back?
Tackle made.
Okay. There's numberless with
Clever.
the kick into the dead zone, dead ball area. So that's going to be what? A scrum down to...
Cat's going to come over to the AR to confirm.
Was it a penalty advantage being played? Because if not, that was not the kick you wanted. And the rain's coming down a little heavier, but the sun seems to be out at the same time, so it's all good.
Yep. The kick found the dead ball line, so from a kick, this should be a 22 drop, and it looks like they're lining up for just that. And by my calculations, we have just over 5 minutes remaining, so let's get this going.
All right. Old Love going to kick to they're going to kick to the far side of the pitch from us, but no, it goes right in the middle, right down Broadway. And here comes a counterattack. Here's number 81 rambling forward. That's Brittany Vago. Called Goody.
Oh, nice run.
There's Conrad, Julie Conrad, one of our finalists for Player of the Match. I might have miscalled. There's a couple of 81s out there too, so all bets are off on the name. There's the third number 81 out there. Okay.
There's good pressure there by White to come up and kind of shut down that attack.
And they turn the ball over and take it out of the base of the scrum, but no, there's a whistle.
Not rolling away.
Got to get out of there after you make the tackle. You can't just lie there. Well, same thing when you have the ball on the ground, you got to let go of the ball. So you can get called, you get pinged for not releasing.
Yeah, basic 2 tenets of rugby are contest and continuity, right? You have to have a fair contest for the ball. I went backwards, play on. You're going to have a fair contest for the ball. at the breakdown, just like you did not see there, right? Old girls took it in, went to ground, and then didn't release the ball as the white players were on their feet trying to play it.
Yes.
So they earned the penalty, and now there has to be a bit of urgency in their attack. They got to keep the ball on hand and try it.
There's a line drive squib kick that finds hands that were knocked the ball backwards or laterally and play on. Here comes the old girls trying to go the width of the field. Doing a good job of it so far. Nice little offload to keep it alive. Forward progress being made. A little pass off the hip again. Good drive from the ball carrier for the old girls. And Conrad just loses it in contact. That's going to be a knock on, and it'll come back. It'll be a scrum down to Old Love. And again, you got Maureen and Jessa. They got to pick it up a notch.
Yeah, they do.
Right?
They do. We watch one of our 81s for the old girls.
Maureen's wearing number 3, of course. Jess is wearing one of the number 4s.
For the white team, yeah.
Yeah. And did Jessa wear a number 4 so we would confuse her with the other number 4?
Yeah, sometimes players do that to camouflage themselves from the referee and the announcers.
Oh, we are going to take a beating.
Nothing new for me, my friend.
Yeah. No, we kid. They are some of our best friends out there, longtime teammates from the New York Rugby Club. So we hope our bias hasn't been too bad. We tried to go the other way with it.
We did.
You know, bash them instead.
The reverse psychology.
Yeah.
That's good shove by the old girls.
But maintained by Old Love.
Puts Old Love under pressure. They get the ball out now. The defense is a little bit flatter. Oh, there's yeah.
Nice little squib kick, putting a little pressure on the old girls who kick it right back. But there's nobody there. They're all offside unless somebody puts them on, and there's going to be a penalty. Was that an offside call, Greg?
Yeah, that's an offside call. Got to keep on your side of the ball.
It's today's date and time. I got one right.
This
should be interesting.
Good pressure from the old girl defense. That second one was not forward. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
2 22-minute halves here. We're late by about just a couple minutes remaining here, late in the second half. So you can imagine the fatigue setting in after, 3 games on Friday, getting up this morning after a night where I'm sure everyone went home early and went to bed. Get up early this morning, get in the rain. So, yeah, you can see just the fatigue setting in just a little bit for both sides.
And our upcoming matches, you got more of the same. Maybe some younger legs, but you got the next one up at the 11 a.m. slot. Eastern is the men's over 35, the Eastside Hyenas and Elysium. As the old girls with an opening, and there's a good burst into contact. Did the ball spill forward? No. 81, one of the 81s has the ball on the ground. That spills backwards. That's going to be playing the ball on the ground, was that?
15 diving over. She lost her feet and interfered with the ball. Can't do that. It's good, quick ball. Good, keep your foot on the
gas
neck of your opponent on the gas. Yes, that's it. That's the metaphor. And good, quick ball off that penalty. And now the old girls are in prime scoring position.
But they knew something we didn't. They knew that was the final play of the match. And congratulations to the old girls. They are our over 35 champions. Tip of the cap to Old Love. And that was a fun, exciting match to watch and call with you, Greg Gilliam, Matt McCarthy, and Greg Gilliam from the Can-Am 51st tournament. I'll get it right sooner or later. But what a match that was. A lot of fun in the weather, old-time rugby.
Yeah, that was good. We saw, again, a A little bit of pace, a little bit of width makes a big difference on tournament rugby, and that's exactly what the old girls did.
Who's your player of the match?
I'm going to stick with Beth Black. I know all the scoring was done in the first half, but she was the one who kind of presented that change of pace, got it around the corner, and I thought did a really good job of presenting problems that the old Love just couldn't solve.
And since the color analyst is always the Tier 1 nation and the play-by-play analyst is the Tier 2 nation, you have double the votes. I was going to vote for Julie Conrad, but you win because your votes are weighted.
Julie is certainly up there. She had a great game. Unfortunate knock on there at the end, but that was, inconsequential. But she did a really good job of making herself a nuisance at the line out. So, yeah, tip of the hat to her and all other teammates. It was great. It was a good display of rugby in the spirit of the 51st annual Can-Am Rugby Tournament.
All right, and the tip of the cap to Good Guy Productions and our producer Eric and Cam Moody down in can't say where.
Yeah, he's undisclosed location.
He's deployed and running this thing from his deployment. I'll tell you this, he's 7 hours ahead of us. All right.
Thank you, Cam. Miss you.
Thank you, Cam. Miss you. We'll be right back with our next match in just a moment.
Great picture, ladies. Thank you for that. That's awesome. Actually, the hyenas, like I said, are the best uniforms out there.